Openings. In the group of commands for openings, the following cases are encountered. Window. In the dialog box that opens, we can define the geometric characteristics of a window, such as height, rise, top, and its precise morphology. From the 3D drawing, we can select a window type from the program's library using the mouse. There is also an option to define the exact characteristics of an opening through the opening generator, either by modifying a library opening or creating one from scratch. Since the opening generator offers many options, it will be presented separately in a subsequent chapter. In the Properties section, users can define the characteristics of the casing, the characteristics of the frames, the width, the thickness, the 3D color, the opening percentage for the window in both 3D and 2D views, and the characteristics of the glass and muntins. The next step is to set the casing alignment and shutters. This option allows users to specify whether the windows will include shutters. By selecting Parametric and Select, users can choose a type of shutter from the library and add it to the dialog. In the Properties section, users can define the thickness and color of the shutter frame, the position and guide of the sliding mechanism, the alignment and distance of the frames from the casing side, and the opening percentages for both 3D and 2D views. Users can also choose whether or not the shutter will have a material applied. Sill. By enabling this option, we can place a sill on our window. We define its thickness and how far it protrudes from each side. Alcatraz or fascia. Enabling this option and pressing the Alcatraz button allows us to define an alcatraz around the window with parameters specified in the adjacent dialog. Label. The label option is located at the bottom right. By pressing this button, a dialog appears. Selecting the Type button opens a group of label types in Slides, from which we can choose one. Once all settings are complete, we can insert the window into the design by pressing Accept. After accepting, the program asks us to select the wall where the window will be placed and then specify its length. The window is automatically placed along with the selected label. We continue placing windows throughout the design. If we want to copy certain characteristics of one entity to others of the same type, we can use the copy entity formatting command. Selecting it prompts the program to ask for the entity from which the properties will be copied. Depending on the type of entity, the relevant options available for copying are displayed. After defining these characteristics, we select the entities to which they will be applied. The smart design of IDEA provides multiple options for bulk modification and faster editing of characteristics. For example, if we want to change the color of the casing for all openings in the design, we can easily select all the elements and, from the Properties panel, display only the characteristics of the openings. From there, any desired change can be made and applied to all openings in the design. Multiple openings. This option allows us to create a rectangular opening consisting of horizontal and vertical motif based on the selected opening type from the program or user library. First, the number of horizontal and vertical motifs is defined. Using the addition checkbox, we determine whether there will be horizontal and vertical mullions between the divisions. If mullions are added, their thickness and width are defined, and it is specified whether they will extend continuously horizontally or vertically. In the motif dimensions fields, the length and height of the motif are set. These fields are editable based on the alignment options selected below. If the stretch option is chosen, the dimensions of the motif are automatically set and cannot be edited. If the constant option is chosen, the program creates motif with the specified dimensions for length and height. In this case, the overall dimensions of the opening are no longer editable, as they are determined by the individual motif dimensions. Finally, with the justification option, both the external and motif dimensions can be set. For horizontal motif, the alignment can be left, right, or center, and for vertical motif, it can be up, center, or down. Door. The type, height, and width of the door, along with a series of additional elements, can be defined similarly to the windows. After setting the parameters, pressing Accept places the door in the design. The program prompts the user to specify the wall, then the door length, and finally the opening direction. The door is placed in the design along with its label. Opening. The same rules for windows apply here. However, it should be noted that the properties and shutter options are inactive for this case. Curtain wall. A curtain wall can be inserted as an opening in a wall. The configuration options are the same as those for curtain walls, but the placement is done as if it were an opening. The wall is selected, and its length and opening direction are specified. The next menu includes commands for editing and modifying openings. The commands for modify, multiple modification, delete, and move work similarly to those for walls. Using the center option, the selected opening is automatically centered within its wall. Finally, the edge opening command can be executed by selecting two windows already placed on walls at an angle. The first window is selected, followed by the second, and they are automatically joined. Blinds. This command allows the placement of blinds on entities such as openings, walls, or curtain walls. First, their characteristics, such as the number, orientation, horizontal or vertical, and entity to which they will be attached, are defined. The blinds can then be modified further, such as their distance from the entity, additional length on the left or right side, their elevation, height, 3D color, width, and thickness. Lastly, users can specify whether the blinds are facing upward or downward and their tilt angle, depending on whether they are open or closed. Settings related to type, fixed or mobile, and the reflection coefficient are relevant when transitioning the model to the energy package.